Hey Spoonies, been a bit. I know this lighting looks weird, but I did a surprise visit to one of my homegirls, and we're going to be interviewing each other while I do her makeup. But there's going to be a disclosure. As my disclosure when I was getting ready, if anyone's going to be a dick, hit the box. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. You know, you're not welcome in the side of the dungeon if you're just here to be a dick. Melody is transgender, and I love her very much. I've known her for well over 10 years, and she's one of my best homegirls. So I surprised her with a 7-hour trip driving to come see her and show her the ways of being girly. So if you guys have any issues with this, like I said, get out of here. I don't want to hear it. I don't tolerate bullies. I don't tolerate bullshit. If you're interested and want to hear me interview another Spoonie, stick around. But this isn't going to be a makeup tutorial. Oh my goodness!
Kitten!
Really? Really? I'm sorry. She has a fur baby who just decided to really investigate. I hope y'all ain't getting dizzy. Yes, say hello to Lily. I'm not a makeup artist, but I do my best. I'm not Tati. I'm not Manny Mua. I'm not freaking Nikki Tutorials. If you're looking for a tutorial, I'm not me. Go to them. It's not me. But with all that said and done, time to meet my homegirl.
Hi.
Everyone, this is Melody. I've known her for well over 10 years. We're going to have a shaky camera because there's a naughty kitty here. And Melody is shaved. She's done my routine. And we're going to put on some primer. So.
And for all you out there who play, you just lost the game.
Oh. And also, we have to remember, honey, I have to keep this PG-13. Yeah, that's going to be like a challenge for us. Alright, so you want to squirt this in your hand? Rub it in your hands and then rub it all over your face. Go ahead and use that as a mirror. So I'm teaching Melody how to do all the girly tricks and the foundations because it's not her strong suit right now. And I'm going to reach over and get her sponge. Oops, sorry, honey. Awesome, thank you. Now, the foundation I've gone back to, and I swear by right now, is Maybelline Fit Me Poreless. Right now she's a shade 110. I did find, before I started this video, a full coverage foundation from Hard Candy, and it is really, really great, but it's not my shade, so I'm using it as a concealer right now. No, not your hands, honey. This goes on your sponge. And I'm sorry if I'm coming across as bossy. I don't mean to be bossy.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't like being bossy and mean. The only time I'm bossy and mean is when a doctor ticks me off. Alright, so we're going to dab this on your face. And for all the beauty cougars on here that stumble upon my little dungeon, are probably sitting here cringing like, what are you doing, child? But it's how I've learned. It's how I've done it. It's how I still do it. It's just how it is. I am going to attempt to contour Melody. You know I don't do it on myself because I just don't have the time in the morning. Alright, suck them lips in, girl. There we go. It's gonna tickle. Brush your hair back here. should have put your hairband on first, my fault. Alright. And under the nose. And also a little trick with medium to buildable foundation, the longer you leave it on your skin for it to warm up, the more it will work to hide things. Alright, and push this in on your eyes. Let me know if that's too hard. Okay. And then I might go over a second time. Mind you, this is like the second, maybe third time I've done somebody's makeup. But the first time I've done liquid foundation on somebody else other than myself. Like I said, I'm no makeup artist. I just know what works for me. I'm going to bring this down on your neck. Turn your head towards your headboard. Thank you. So Melody, anything you want to ask me?
Not really sure, seeing as how I've known you for over 10 years.
Right, but there should be some things I've forgotten to mention from my illnesses or something. I mean, I know you said healthcare around here isn't the best.
No.
I kind of find that you really have to hunt up the healthcare, even though it sucks in the area. I need your lips open. I'll take care of the... I'll take care of the foundation lips in a bit. But, you're saying that healthcare doesn't suck around, that sucks around here, and, I get it. Like, where we've moved now, like, the hospital is so scary. Like, they ended up streeting my mom when she was septic, and I fought them, and they still streeted her anyways.
Yeah, I actually had an ex who, one of her new boyfriends had, I'm trying to remember, hydrocephalus, and he needed a shunt in his head, and in the hospital, his shunt came out halfway. And even after the doctors knew about it, and it was like over 5 hours with that halfway out, they still wouldn't do anything about it in the hospital, and he ended up passing away. And he was younger than I am, which is 31.
Yeah. That's the thing that drives me crazy, is some doctors, we're the ones that have to live with the doctor's mistake.
Or die.
Right. And it just ticks me off to no end that you get a doctor that's in it more for money, or if they're having a rotten day and they just don't care.
Bedside manner.
Yeah. Like I've talked about in one of my videos, I absolutely love No Scratchy.
I know.
No Scratchy. I absolutely love it when a doctor has amazing humor and bedside manner, because I'm more willing to open up to them.
Humor goes a long way.
Oh, yeah. My orthopedic, Dr. Bo, his sense of humor is incredible. I love him. He's one of the doctors that gets, like, the raving reviews from me, which is extremely rare. And after my hip surgery and I'd gotten my first round of blood clots, he came in to check on me. And he's like, well, I know you're not feeling good because of your blood clots, but how's your hip? And he started, like, dancing around and stuff, and, like, I just lost it laughing, and it hurt so bad to laugh. But he has this, like, incredible humor. I love doctors like that, like, who forget they went to all the fancy schools and have all these medical degrees, and they just act human.
Bonus points if it's dark humor.
Right? But, those are my favorite doctors. Like, I found Dr. Olson, and she's just absolute sweetheart. You know, she fights for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she found the duloxetine for me. That is the triple hitter for antidepressant, and it's antidepressant, helps with your joints, and that's also a long-acting anti-anxiety pill. And because I can't take hormones anymore for my polycystic ovarian syndrome, she found spironolactone. And yes, it's a diuretic, but it also works as a testosterone blocker. So no doctor ever wanted to do that for me, ever tried, until I found her. So that's why I'm always a fan of saying, if you don't vibe with your doctor, find another doctor.
It's when they see you as more of a moneymaker instead of a person.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, here comes another paycheck. Okay, well, let's get them out the door. No,
Thanks for buying my Mercedes.
Right? No, I like a doctor that actually sits and talks to you, tries to find out, and the more down the earth they act, the more information they're going to get out of you.
Instead of shoving you out the door?
Yep. Or treating you like you don't know crap when it comes to your body. I mean, I get it. They get the WebMD lookers that pop on and say, well, according to WebMD, I have this. I get that irritation. By the way, I stay off of WebMD because according to WebMD, I should be dead 3 times over. I was curious. What can I say? So, yeah, if you're not vibing with your doctor, honey, just bounce. Try and find another one that takes your insurance, and if they don't work, find another doctor. Don't be afraid to speak up about your health care. You feel something's not right?
Yeah, well, here in Oregon, it's actually very difficult to find doctors.
Yeah, true.
It's kind of a small community here in Eugene Springfield.
Yeah, true, and you're not very mobile. I mean, for Dr. O and Dr. Bo, I have to drive an hour and 30.
Yeah.
To them. Yeah, I got your foundation lips off. Take a look, see what you think so far.
Looks great. What do you guys think? By the way, sorry about the deep male voice. I'm really trying.
Oh, nothing to apologize for. So tell everyone what point you are in with your transitioning.
I've been on HRT, hormone replacement therapy, off and on for a few years. I came out when I was 19 years old, and I'm now 31. Pretty much I am on 5 milligrams of estrogen, and I just need a letter from a therapist to go ahead and get an orchie, which is basically snipping out the testicles. So that should greatly help my my hormone levels. But yeah.
So any other things you're dealing with, like illnesses and whatnot?
Well, I have rheumatoid arthritis in the legs and hips, so it's kind of difficult for me to stand, walk, or sit for extended periods of time. And the epilepsy doesn't help.
So what's it like being a Spoonie and a transgender, living where you live?
It's actually kind of difficult, especially in finding new people.
Yeah. Is there anything about my illnesses and day and routines you want to ask me?
Well, what time do you usually have to wake up?
I've been running errands for people Mondays and Tuesdays, so on those days I have to wake up and get my face on because it's going to be a long day. I have my alarm set at 6 in the morning. I'm usually try to get in the bathroom by 7, and I usually try to leave and get out the door by 9:40. But I try and wake up, get my coffee in, make sure I'm able to move, and I stretch, and I don't mess anything up, basically. Because usually I won't know how my day's going to go or how I'm going to feel until I wake up that day. And usually by midday, I'm usually done with the day. Because I'm so tired.
Especially if you have a bad pain day.
I had this one bad pain day going to Fort Bragg. And I was fine. I was fine until I got on the road. I was just so mad about that. Like halfway into Fort Bragg, like my back started chiming in, my knee chimed in, I was having stomach issues, and I was getting so bad that I almost pulled over. And I knew I couldn't. But I was just so irritated with my body and myself because, you know, it changes from minute to minute what I can do, what I can't do.
And then with Spoonie problems is when you push yourself to the limit, then you feel weak for not being able to do anymore.
Yep, and your body, let me put it this way, your body is a very cruel mistress. You go against her wishes of wanting to rest or stopping right mid-task, and you pay for it for the next several days. My symptoms of when I'm running myself to the ground are usually, if I finally do get a day off, I will sleep for 24 hours. Sometimes I will be in extreme pain and I can't get out of bed. I will have to eat my pain medications, which I hate doing.
It sucks even more when you're an insomniac, too.
Yeah.
Then you just lay there in pain.
Like, especially when you end up chasing your pain. Because you chase your pain, you're screwed. Like, you can eat so much pain medication and still have it not touch the pain.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrid.
There have even been times where I'm like, I have to stand my feet and keep walking because if I sit down just for a little bit, there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to get up for the next 4 hours.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to go into... Now, the reason why I do my face first, and why I'm showing Melody to do her face first, is because I am so crunched on time. Everything, when you're Spoonie, has to be timed perfectly. So, if it's one of those days where I just can't get my body to move on time, like when I've set my alarms and everything, I need to be out the door in a moment's notice. So, the foundation will always go on first because that is the most important to me, to hide the shabeard.
Especially for a trans girl, too.
Yep. True story. Women with PCOS and trans women go hand in hand. We have to cover up the same issues. When it comes to the face. Just to clarify that. So, normally, I'm the type of girl, you've seen my slap, tap, and go routine, and I promise after this I will update you guys. I don't contour. I don't bother with blush. But Melody here does need some contouring. And I will try my best at it. I'm not promising miracles, but hey. So, I'm going to use the white under your eyes. Because the only way we can highlight is pure white, because we pasty white girls.
German, Irish, Scottish, or Norwegian.
Right? I think someone boinked an albino in my family line. Seriously. So, we're going to go under here. Go under here.
And sorry for the noise, I live right across from a main street.
Yeah, you're getting some soundtracks, peeps. I'm not going to put too much because I'm going to use a beauty blender to get this out. I'll highlight here. So we always want to highlight under the eyes, especially if you have not slept, because dark circles do tend to come through.
That would be me.
And before that dries out, I am going to tap that out. Of course, I haven't really worked much with AOA's white concealer, which can be used as a highlighter. Like I said, This girl ain't got time for that. Which means, honey, you're gonna have to get up a tad bit earlier than I do if you want to leave the house like this.
Lovely.
Right? So we're gonna put a tiny bit on your forehead, but we're gonna mainly focus because Melody had an incident with her hair, so it kind of had to be cut off.
Yeah.
But
it was almost down to the small of my back.
Yeah, but you'll get it back there soon. Like if you use some coconut oil treatments in your hair and condition it when you first get in the shower and then rinse it out before you get out, you'll be fine. Like my hair is back to shoulder length and it's been a year. But then again, I've been told my hair grows pretty fast. But I've also am a big fan of coconut oil and conditioners and leave-in treatments and all that fun jazz. So I'm gonna go down the bridge of the nose. I'm gonna highlight the chin. Need more on the chin. I hate concealers that have these little wands on them that drive me nuts. But then again, I'm always in a hurry, so that makes me impatient when it comes to makeup. Because I want to get this on and get out the door as fast as I can. Mainly because my body, I never know when it's going to be done. Which is another reason why I don't go extra, as everyone's calling it now. I don't do the extra thing. So we're just going to tap this out a little bit so it's not so harsh. And then what we're going to do is highlight your Cupid's bow. And probably around here just to bring out your lips more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a trained professional, but I do watch YouTube. Haha! And they don't, that's why I hate these little wands. They don't give you enough to work with. Let's see. Think that works. I mean, is there anything else you want to discuss? I mean,
how many subscribers you got?
Really? I'm gonna warn you. Her and I aren't PG-13. We're little imps.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna really get a giggle out of this one. The last time I checked on my subscribers, it was 69. Told ya.
Great number.
But, I do try. It's difficult because I try to talk about these topics as they arise.
Mm-hmm.
But, most of the time I'm just so tired by the time I get home that I go to sleep anymore by the time I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially now that I'm helping with the care of my mom and kind of taking over the lady of the house role. So, we're not going to discuss that. Hopefully y'all heard nothing. So by the time I'm done, especially in like the errands, like Monday and Tuesday, and Willits every Wednesday, sometimes twice a week, depending if Mom and I have to go see Dr. O. And then my therapy appointments in Ukiah, I'm usually, by the time Saturday rolls around or Friday rolls around, I'm dead. And I don't want to see people because I've been social almost the whole week. And you just get to this point where it's Spoonie brain fog. It's like you don't have the mental energy to be social.
Add that with empathy and...
Yeah, add that with being, you know, an empath. It's even more draining. Like, I can usually tell when something's wrong with Melody before she even calls. And I'm like that with my other sissy. For those who don't remember, my other sister is the other Spoonie I interviewed some years ago, Tabitha. Alright, so we're going to dig into my bag of goodies because I have the perfect brush for contouring. Oh, wait, yeah, I still want to work on your face before I do your lips. See, usually the foundation is where I stop. I don't do the contouring. Because
well, with this face, I kind of need it.
It's not that bad. So, in typical Mel style, I did not properly prep for this. And hey, it wouldn't be a mousy video if I had. Where are you, Mr. Brush?
Do you need help?
Found it. So say hi to my hygiene bag. I know, they're like, oh my god, that's a lot of makeup. It's not all makeup. I carry like my body washes with it. I carry my Hyba Cleanse with it for my HS. Normally I carry shampoo, but I was kind of hoping I lucked out when I got here, and I did. I carry my lotions, I carry some of my medications, and all that fun stuff.
So quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully my Nana taught me how to freaking pack. Making sure these aren't too dark for now. Now, the makeup I'm using on her is from this dollar site that I found. It's all makeup. It's all cruelty-free. And I really love this. I really love this site. I mean, some of the makeup I use is the best than the higher drugstore brands that I use. So this one is Lotus from AOA. I'm not endorsed by them. I'm not endorsed by anyone because I'm not here for that. I'm just here to get the truth out there. I'm here to talk about, you know, the issues and help people. And, so, oh my goodness. We're gonna just put that down. I warned you, I'm no makeup artist.
Outtake.
Yeah, it would be an outtake if I knew how to edit. Oh my god. Abort, disengage. Disengage that shit. Holy my god.
You cuss.
Yeah, well, I cuss on here anymore because I wasn't being me when I wasn't, you know, swearing. That's me. That's my outlet for just about everything.
Demonetized.
No, it'd be demonetized if I was playing music. No, don't get me going on that. Okay, so learn to tap and swirl before. Alright, so we're gonna do some light contouring. And I'm doing a very light tap on this shit. On this, sorry. Her kitty's being mean. So, I know a lot of makeup artists out there that are on YouTube, and the gurus are going like, oh my god. Thankfully it's not a hair tutorial, or else Brad Mondo would be featuring us. Okay, suck them cheeks in. Now this would be easier if this was all cream. contour, but I am not that skilled at that stuff just yet. Alright, turn towards your bedpost, please. Keep sucking. And then we're going to take this under the chin. Just a little. Turn this way. Thank you. And I'm just lightly tapping this in. You don't want to do what I did earlier up here. Like, boom! Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, lesson learned. Lesson fastly learned. And then we're going to take it down the nose. So, for those girls with PCOS that are on a budget,
and/or trans girls,
I highly recommend checking out Miss A or MissUSA.com. You'll find that. Just look up the brand AOA and you should be able to find the site.
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but here's the information. Hey, I'm a cheap ass. I'm a cheap ass. You know, I have to budget. So if I can get makeup on the cheap and it actually works and it does great and better than the drugstore, like stuff I can find at Walmart or whatever, I'm gonna hit it. Aye, that was my booty.
Kitten off. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry about the annoying squeal. Claw found butt. So
she's known for being a brat.
You are talking about the cat, right?
Sure.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna bring this down. I'm just gonna say screw it and go with my brush. This isn't fluffy enough.
Gabriel?
Fluffy? Is that you? Alright. I know it's not hygienic. Yeah. But, you know, I need better blending. And this is the only brush I know that'll do it. These are just like the simple bamboo brushes I got at Rite Aid years upon years ago, the eco ones. So, favorite music?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Anything but most... Okay, you're gonna jiggle a little bit because she's eyeing the window.
And 3, 2, butt wiggle, and launch.
Anything but most rap and jazz.
Oh, you must love me this week.
I'm mostly into like heavy metal, kind of hard rock, that kind of thing. But I pretty much like anything.
Yeah, with the errands I've been doing lately, like I've been needing the rap to wake me up because I'm the type that falls asleep to Five Finger Death Punch. And that's kind of not recommended when you're driving, is falling asleep.
When I was watching The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings in the theaters, I ended up accidentally sleeping through the main battle.
Actually, that's a great way I find to go to sleep, is watching movies. And I purposely try and find a boring documentary, and I end up getting into the documentary. Like, the Chernobyl one, I watch the Science Channel's, like, this guy like trying to bring back the woolly mammoths, and they found a full foot intact with meat and fur.
Dang.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and they found a fully intact lion, cave lion cub. Yeah, in the permafrost. And it was just so interesting. I ended up like not getting to sleep until 4 in the morning. So I showed up to do my errands, like only 2 hours sleep.
Oh, that should have been fun.
Starbucks triple shots. Love it. That is my mousy crack.
Pumpkin spice for the preppy girl?
Ugh. I didn't do the pumpkin spice stuff. No, I'm the white chocolate girl. I'm the hazelnut. Hazelnut, hands down, absolute fave forever.
I'm more of a hot chocolate type of girl. 3 shots of caramel.
Caramel frappuccinos. Oof. I've gotten good about those, though. I've gotten really good about those. To your hairline a bit more. Should have brought my palette. I am trying to get into the contour thing, but I know that's why you've been hearing rap on my MP3 player as of late.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah, my apologies. Bring this in just a little bit more. And then turn this look straight towards me. Bring that in a little bit more. And do a little button nose. You have to sneeze yet? Achoo! Up nose. Okay. Going into my brush a little bit more here.
So what are you doing now?
I'm just making sure that this is blended and even. I mean, it's not my best job. Like I said, I'm not the queen of contour. I mean, if you want that, go to Nikki's tutorials, but like I said, anything short of just the foundation, I'm not the queen of. I almost forgot to blend down your neck.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah. It's me and my auntie's biggest bitch with chicks. They don't bend down the neck, and then they have this hard line like someone chopped their head off from someone else and put it on the other body. Alright, let me see. I need to even this out just a tiny bit. And don't be afraid to like go in with your fingers too sometimes. Just make sure your hands are washed before you touch your face and dry. Especially if you have foundation on. So, we're going to go in with some blush. I don't think I brought mine, but I brought the cute little highlighty stuff because I knew she'd like it. And then I'm going to go in. Precision. I'm still learning about like brushes, so y'all gonna forgive me. I'm a lazy girl. I'll use one brush for everything sometimes, except when it comes to makeup, like my eyeshadow. But I've learned to not do that as much. Alright, so
Second brush.
So we're gonna go in maybe with this pink.
Should I second my cheeks?
I'm trying to see. I don't know, that might be... I think it's translucent enough for the pink. Alright, so green. There we go. The apples. And I know, y'all, I see that spot right there. I'll fix it. I just want to get this on before I forget. Like I said, I'm not the queen of this crap. I'm going to get this tacked on and I'm going to blend it out. Now this blush also works as a highlighter. Right here, right here. Make it look like you're blushing just a tiny bit. And I'm going to go in with this and just swirl it up. Also, it's important when you're doing like blush, you brush up your cheek. It gives you a lifting look. I might end up using my blur. Yeah, we're gonna use my blur a little bit. So this one's from Hard Candy. This is the Blurring and Pore Refining Loose Finishing Powder. Not my favorite out of all the loose finishing powders, but hey, it works. That's what I have on my face today. And I did have Melody earlier sit and watch me do my routine, so she can hopefully do this while I'm not here and won't need me here to do this for her again.
Incoming.
Oh, we have a Pouncy kitty, are we?
She's just looking for a place to land.
Not on my back.
There she goes.
Boing. Meow. Meow. Please, not my loose powder.
Come on, baby girl.
For children. Alright, so go in with this. I'm gonna tap this in more right here because of the pores. See, with my makeup, I like things more subtle, and I like to play up my eyes more. So I'm gonna, ha 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 ha, it's fixed. It's driving me nuts. I'm a Leo. I hate screwing up. What can I say?
Do not let anybody drive you nuts when it is within walking distance.
Right? And I'm just gonna add a little right here. Yes, there we go. I mean, this stuff works good and it does what it's supposed to do, but I just wish it was more translucent. I mean, I like the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless, but it doesn't come in the loose powder form, which I find works a lot better than the pressed. They only have like the colored, and sometimes it just makes it look like it's too cakey, and it's just not for me, really. Like when it comes to my foundation, when it comes to my lips, I'm really, really, really picky about what I use. Alright, so.
What was your worst makeup experience you had?
Oh my god. I'm so gonna spill the tea on my Nana. And I'm so sorry, Nana. I would say I was in high school. And, I was still kind of at the innocent-ish stage. And
You're innocent? No.
Right? Just kidding. Innocent stage, and I've always been a Halloween girl. I'll always be a Halloween girl. I love dressing up for Halloween. You know, screw the candy, I just want the dress up. It's where I can be more freer with my makeup and more artistic with my makeup, and it's just fun for me. So I wasn't that great at makeup. I think this is like when I was 15, You know, I was just getting into the Renaissance era, loved the history back then, loved mythology, so I wanted to be a Renaissance princess. I didn't know much about makeup back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, hey, Nana and Mom have been around for quite some time. They, you know, I see Nana with her makeup all the time. And, you know, she knows what to do. I am happy that photo burned. That's the one photo I'm happy that burned. Like, there's no evidence of it anymore. I came out looking like a raccoon whose face rolled in a jar of Nutella. My Nana worshipped the sun. I'm joking about being crispy now, because usually I'm Melody shade. Okay, so I'm going to swing you over here for a second. This is me tanned. Okay, I'm still kind of pale, and you can't really tell too much on the camera. You can tell on this arm, because that's the arm that's always driving. Yeah. So, anyways, my Nana took Bronzed Goddess to a whole other level. Okay, I'm now a shade 122 in my foundation, where normally I'm Melody shade, which is 110, 1 through 115. Nana's, I don't even know what Nana would be. She was just hella dark by the time summer was over with, and she used the really dark foundation. I don't even think there's a color in this room that described the foundation it was. Oh wait. This color. That was my face. This color. Right there. Right there. Yeah, right there. So, I didn't realize, I had full trust. Like, I was a very, very trusting person back then. Now it's like, I see you near me with scissors, I see you near me with a makeup brush, I'm going to bite your hand off. Okay? So I was very trusting, so I didn't look in the mirror. You know, I had this pretty, like, white dress on, I had the tiara on, and of course, it was back when my hair still looked like I stuck my finger in an electric socket because I didn't know if it wanted to curl or straight. Yeah, pretty much, that was my hair. So I looked like a drag queen.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward. And it's no dissing to anyone who is a drag queen. I mean, I find that so fascinating. I find that awesome. And I am jealous of your makeup techniques, okay? Jealous. But, yeah, but, that was the worst makeup ever. And I am so sorry, Nana, but what the hell? Oh, no.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, it's like, you know, and every summer me and Mom tried, it was like, you worship the sun, you don't burn, you tan. Your daughter and granddaughter, however, 2 seconds in the sun and we're baking. And I'm not talking about, you know, that we're hot. I'm talking about we're burned, we're cooking.
I want bacon now.
Of course you do. But, let me turn, because that spot is still just kind of driving me just a little bit nuts. And, no, that was, like, the worst one. And I was not trusting of anyone doing my makeup since. So, yeah.
What was that spot, huh?
Oh, there's that one spot. So, yeah, I haven't really let anyone do my makeup ever since then. Like, my Nana used to say, you know, to cover up the shabeard, you need to go darker, and no, I've learned with a lot of techniques that you don't have to.
Sometimes less is more, too.
Yeah, but when you have a shabeard, you really need to make sure it's covered, but you're more comfortable sometimes just going full, you know? You just sometimes don't give a crap. Me, well, I've gotten to the point in my life where I can just shave if I know I'm going to be somewhere for a few minutes. Like if I have to run down to the store down the block or something, I won't bother with a full face of makeup. Or if I know I'm only going to be at one doctor's appointment that day and then home, and I'm fine with that, I'll go out and just, if I'm going out, I'll just shave. I will say that there are some days I really wish my therapist would do a Skype or a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes Thursdays are just as hard. Like I was explaining to Mom, some Wednesdays are just harder than most on me.
Yeah.
Because I'm either hurting so bad or I'm so exhausted that I can't even function. And I do, since my mom is in the wheelchair, I do have to lift that wheelchair for her in and out of my Equinox. And it's not just a straight shot, you have to wiggle it in.
Which is fun on the back.
Oh, so fun on the back. Not really. But I do try to wear my back brace. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts more.
Yeah.
And it drives me nuts because I never know. It's okay to put this highlighter on your lips too. I've seen it looks cute that way. It's just some days I never ever know if it's gonna help or hinder or make it worse. It just depends. Like my doctor just now put me on gabapentin for the nerve pain in my back. And it's helping. Like I take it every night before bed. I have noticed on the times I've forgotten to take it that my back does chime in a little bit more. And I kick myself every time I do forget. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting on a powdered highlighter. And I'm highlighting your brow bones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting in here with your eyebrows a little bit.
What little I have.
Yeah, more than I do, but I try and keep mine managed. I don't know. I have a thing about eyebrows, and I have a thing about makeup order. So, like, in the order, like, someone applies their makeup. Excuse me. Like, my mom will sit there and laugh. Like, they didn't put their foundation on first, did they? I'm like, no. I don't understand this witchcraft. Why?
It has to be just right.
Right? But I think it's just been so ingrained in me that, if I have to fly out the door at the moment's notice, I need to have the most important part on my face is the foundation.
Also understandable.
Yeah. Because if Mom's flying to the hospital at a moment's notice, which it's getting to that point, I need to make sure that I'm able to just bounce right with her. And it's going to look weird if I just go out with eye makeup on and nothing covered.
Yeah. The Crow?
Nah, we're not doing the Jaden Simmons thing. So, I think that will work for highlighter. Okay, so that part is done. Now what I want to do with your lips. I'm gonna go that route. Yeah, let's go that route. So I'm putting on liquid lips next. Darling, love of my life, would you? For some reason, like, my nails aren't cooperating this month. So I don't know if it's because of my medications or what, but they're breaking off.
Got it.
Yes, and it's driving me up a wall.
But the ceiling's up there.
I know, that's why I'm usually good at climbing anymore.
Not saying a word.
So, this is a liquid lipstick from AOA. This is the color Work It 230. So, I usually my routine is foundation, and of course with you it's going to be the contouring as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to want to do the liquid lip and make sure we're not going to move your lips. Mm-hmm. While that's drying, I will then go onto your eyes. And then by the time you're all done, and this is, shoot, I forgot the setting spray. Oh well, I'll use mine. By the time your lips are dry and your eyes are done, we just spray it and you're done.
Okay.
So you don't have to stand around after your eyes are done and wait for this to dry or fan at it or... Actually, you want to go... there we go. Now, normally I would line the lips, but I don't have any darker pink tones in my bag to line this. Okay, go ahead and sit natural for a second. Okay. And we're going to go under. So what lining your lips would do with a darker color was it would make them appear fuller.
Mm-hmm.
You can also overline your top lip to make it appear fuller. But sadly, I don't wear pinks that often. Like, I'm more browns and closer to my skin tone and earthy. But you, darling, you can pull off pink. Okay, smush your lips. So I know where to go. There we go. So, I don't know, I just feel like some pinks make me either look like a prostitute or a clown. And I'm just not really that comfortable with it. However, I did find one pink that looks decent on me. Okay, sit natural. That looks good, yeah. Let's go a little bit here. Of course, now I'm getting shaky, so that's going to be fun for eyeliner. Scared Melody! Okay, now let your lips open, because you don't want them to stick together, and let those dry. I was gonna say your favorite motion, but PG-13.
God dang it.
And I have her defenseless too. Yes. Alright, so this is going to be a pain in my booty. Love of my life. I don't know where that came from. I don't have no blackout yet. So I think what I'm gonna do with you is remember like the pink eye look you liked on me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me get my phone and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be striving for. So I did this eye look a little bit back because my aunt subscribed me to Ipsy for a year for my birthday. So they sent me this really cool eye shade. Let's see, is that it? This really cool eye shade. And it's pink, which shocked me because I actually do like it. Let me see here. Now for those who follow me on my Instagram or my Facebook, you've probably already seen this photo. Let me just zoom in on my eyes because the rest ain't important. So it's this eye look. And I shared this to my Instagram and everyone liked it, so we're gonna try and go for that. Since we already have you in the peachy lipstick today. I was going to do your own eyeshadows, but I think for today, since me and Mel are planning to go out, we're just going to go for that look. Because we are going to do this again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being a girl ain't what it's cracked up to be, girl.
I know.
It is a pain in the booty, the things we have to go through.
Believe me, I know.
So.
It's also almost an hour into a video.
Yeah, it usually is when I do makeup. And I have to explain things. So this is an eye primer, also bought off of AOA from Santi.
Primer?
Yep, eye primer. Now what this does is it also highlights the eyes, and it keeps your eyeshadow on longer without creasing.
Ooh.
So we're going to do the Stephanie Bright thing. It ain't coming off till I want it off. Okay, we want to close your eyes. And I'm just going to paint this on and blend it in. And I know this is a really long video, guys, but, you know.
Thanks for sticking around this long.
Yeah, if you stuck around this long, you're a trooper. You're awesome. And most of you are probably like me, like, can we hurry up and get to the end result? I want to see how decent or crappy she did. Now in comes my problem. Trying to do this left-handed and not shake and poke an eye out. Oh, I'm instilling so much confidence right now, aren't I?
Help me.
You know, my Sissy did the same thing when I did her makeup. She all called out to her hubby. She's like, help me! She's making my face moist.
Moist.
Now, because I've been diagnosed with carpal tunnel in my right hand, I am trying to learn how to use my left hand a little bit more. So I've been trying to learn to write left-handed and do stuff like this left-handed without murdering somebody's eye or lip or...
Practice makes perfect.
Right? Thank you for being the guinea pig. Okay,
You're
face towards
welcome.
me. Thank you for being my test subject. I very much appreciate it. Bounce over here a little bit. Definitely complain less than my other friend.
I'm pretty much that way.
Alright, so this one's yours. We're gonna dig in my bag of goodies. Use setting spray because, you know, I ain't getting out of this position.
Oh, the things I could say.
Right? But you're being a good girl not saying because, you know, we want this video on YouTube.
YouTube.
Alright, so we're gonna go into here. So you can tell I've pretty much dug into this Maybelline palette very much so. Especially towards the pinks and the highlights and the browns.
I'm the type of girl that loves pink.
Yeah, so I know she's not gonna mind this one.
Ooh.
This is the one from Ipsy that my aunt subscribed me to. In fact, my birthday's coming up pretty soon, so the subscription's probably gonna be over pretty soon, which is fine because y'all don't want to see my bathroom counter right now. I'm pretty good on makeup. So we're gonna go in with that. And oh yeah, this was the foundation I was talking about earlier from Hard Candy. Not my shade, but works decent as a concealer. Alright, so we're gonna go in and get the brushes I use. We're gonna go in and get the makeup sponge cleaner. And that's my eyebrow one. I want my pencil brush one. Like I said, if it was a video where I came prepared, y'all wouldn't recognize them.
Wouldn't be a video of yours.
Right? Alright, so.
Playing with the plastic.
Play with the plastic, play with the plastic. Alright. So we're gonna go in with this brush, and I think I'm gonna go in with one of these palettes. I need the peachy palette here. So, funny story about this palette from Makeover Essentials. Mom and I were coming out of my doctor's office some months ago, and I've been trying to do a Get Ready With Me video for months, but sometimes it just don't happen. So anyways, they were selling these samples, and I got suckered in. And so far they're really good. And I've yet to leave a review on them so far. I think I want to go with, this is Glam. Oh yeah, I'll let you check them out.
Those are cute.
Yeah, they're cute. I mean, the brush is crap. Sorry. Honest review. I did buy this outright with my money, so I get to be honest. Not sure about the kohl liner, because I haven't tried that yet, but picking at yourself.
It is just
not itchy. But I like the shadows. I really like the complimentary microfiber washcloth they gave me. That feels like I am just putting lotion on my face when I go to wash my face. It's supposed to be able to use it as a makeup remover alone with just water. But since we've established that I like the on until I scrape it off thing, yeah, that's not happening. But it works great with my face wash. It works great after I shave, especially after I shave, because your skin is so irritated. It just feels amazing. So I dipped into that palette a little bit just to get rid of the tackiness of that, and I dipped into the shade right here. And let's just get down, like, get the tackiness down so it's not just clumped.
And there's still stuff right here, right?
I will be better tomorrow, I promise. You saw nothing. I'm gonna pull the same thing me and my cousin pull on each other when we mess up when we're gaming together. You saw nothing.
First kills on me.
Yeah, still not a glitch.
First glitch.
Okay, so get this, y'all. Melody came to visit me, and she had an Xbox long before I did. When she came to visit, I was on my first game console, which was a Wii. We won't go to what I think a Wii console is. But anyways, yeah. She has played this game called Sniper Elite V2 for much longer.
It was the original Sniper Elite we played.
No, it was V2.
No.
It was V2. It was V2.
It was the original.
No, it was V2.
It was the original. I would know those PS2 graphics anywhere.
No, it was I swear it's V2.
Anyway.
We'll debate that a little later. Spare y'all the antics. So,
I win.
Yeah, not yet. So, she came in all Miss Big Shot and shit. She's played this for X amount of years. So I'm sitting there soaking my piercings, and I'm watching her play. And she nudges me, and she's like, hey, Mousy, watch this. And she creeps up on the tank with her sniper gun, takes the shot, and...
First kills on me. Boom.
Yeah, it says first kills on me, and blows up the tank, taking herself out.
Next thing I know, my flaming corpse is flying towards the camera.
And I'm flying on the floor laughing.
It was a glitch. I was far enough away.
Yeah, I called
the game just glitched out.
Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure.
And it was the first one, because that's the first tank you see in the game.
Well, you were right about the first kills on you. It was yourself.
Shh. Dang that thing making a glitch.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I'm going in with the eyeshadow that you like.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go in with the highlight shade first, so... I'm gonna put this on close to your lash line. And then I think what I'm going to do is go in with a brown because you have awesome brown eyes. That's really going to make them pop.
I have what you call tiger's eye, and it's brown with gold flakes in it.
Yeah, so your golds and your browns are going to be really great with your eyes along with blues.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not always daring enough to wear blue shadow, even though it's okay for green eyes. And thankfully, you're like me, you have little real estate for eyeshadow, so I know what I'm doing.
It's for your real estate.
Real estate means space.
Yeah.
And open up your eyes. Okay, so you have a little bit of a hooded eye like I do, so pretty much know how to fix that. Pretty much. Close your eye again. And I know for most of you this is just, most people prefer using a flat brush to apply this, but I need to be more precise on melody, so I'm using a pencil brush.
Yep.
And go ahead and look, see what you like, if you like it so far.
Kind of hard for me to look, but oh well.
You learn all the tricks.
Yep.
Okay, so I cleaned that brush off using the sponge, and I think what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to do the brown from this palette.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to see if I can, yeah, I could probably drag the brown under your lower lash. So,
Do you want my eyes open?
close please. Now there's going to be some fallout, which is fine. You can fix that with loose powder. And I'm going to drag that up. And then we're going to take the fluffy brush that I used to apply the very first shadow with. And we're going to blend that out. And you know, with enough practice, you can get this down in 45 minutes.
That would be nice.
That's basically how I've gotten my makeup done. What, it took me 45 minutes today? Minus the shower.
Yeah.
Shower days are always long, so look up. I need your eyes open so I can see where I'm going with brown. It's gonna feel weird. I'm sorry. What I like to do is drag the shadow under too. So like under the eye. Melody didn't get to see me do my eyeshadow today because I just wasn't in the mood, so I just did simple liner. And that's basically part of my slap, tap, and go routine when I have to get out the door. So we're going to go in with fluffy brush. And probably go in with this one. And just very lightly we want to go in and blend this out a tiny bit. It's so difficult because I'm so used to doing my own makeup anymore. I mean, I've made over Tabby. I've done Angel a couple of times. She's my biggest complainer, but I love her. She's like, you're going to do what with my eyes? Just close them. Oy.
But where's the fun in that?
Right? Wait, there's no eyeliner going near my eyes. What are you doing? Do you want your makeup done or not, woman? I do. Then hold still. Nah, I'm not dissing on her. I just think it's hilarious. If you guys don't know that I have a twisted sense of humor by now, we're going to have some problems.
Same.
Okay, look up. eyes. Sorry. It's gonna feel weird. I'm sorry. It's easier if you do this part on yourself, but you'll learn. Alright, look towards me. So we are going to use my other method. Go in with my fingers. This is the surefire way of really getting everything blended out and together. Okay. So, now, the part I've been dreading. Eyeliner. You know how to tight line?
No.
No? We be boinked. Let me dust this off real fast. It's bugging me. So, usually eyeliner pulls everything together. I'm gonna switch over here real fast. Sorry. I had to reach her little bag of goodies.
I got bubble wrap.
Oh god. Her and bubble wrap. It's like me in vape gear. This one's black. I'm usually against black liners because anything black makes your eyes shrink. Anything close to your eye color, it just brings more attention to your eyes. Like you saw me going with the brown liner instead of the black today under my eyes. That's why. This one is eye pencil. I know, this is rude. I'm sorry. No. I mean, it's great for your eyes, but not what I'm going after today. Liquid liner. The thing is, we don't want eye infections, so that's why I'm not sharing my eyeliner with Melody or my mascara, because that runs the risk of eye infections.
And that doesn't usually feel good.
No, it doesn't. Well, it looks like my picky butt's just gonna have to settle for the black liner. Alright. So we're gonna go in with a kohl liner. I don't know how well I can tight line your eyes, girl. Hee, I got this one. And as for these don't blend for crap. They hurt more than they blend. I love you.
Now, whatever happens, know that I love you.
Right? That's exactly what we're going to remember here today.
Rip Melody.
R.I.P. Melody's eye. Alright. Now when I line my eyes, I don't line them all the way. You noticed I stopped at a certain point today? Because you don't want to close them off. You want to leave some light, some reflection. I did it! I did it! Now for the other eye. Bum, bum, bum.
Let's get this over with.
I love you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to tell you to kiss my ass. Sorry, I had to. I did it! Woot!
And trying not to tear up.
That's what was happening today. Remember, we were sitting out and you were saying your eyes are watering? That's why. Alright.
Fun fact, if you stare at a bright light for 15 seconds when you're starting to tear up, then it makes it go away.
Fun fact to learn. Thank you. Now, let's see how good this liner is. My eye... What the flip is this?
Liquid liner.
I know, but I've never seen a tip like this. This is kind of cool. Sorry. I'm learning things today. What can I say? So when you're doing a cat eye or a wing liner, you want to take, pardon that noise, you want to basically use this as your guide. So the bottom, you saw me like take from the bottom and go up, and that's going to be the start of your wing liner. And I promise nothing on this eye. I apologize. I love you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, look at me. Alright, now we're going to shut your eye. And as always, let me know if I'm hurting you or jabbing you. Okay, open your eye. Not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. Not done with the other side yet. Alright. This one's going to be a little thicker, but sorry. Now the eyeliner I found that I like is the Maybelline LA Ink, I think it's called. I'll have to dig in my bag after I'm done with this little excursion. Like, I've tried a lot of liquid eyeliners and gel liners and stuff, but for doing looks like this, like the wing liner and stuff, that's my favorite. Alright, keep your eye open. And basically what that does is open your eye a little bit more. Makes it look like you have more dimension. Okay. I love you.
How bad?
I love you. Don't kill me. No! Help me.
Sorry, headphone users.
I thought you loved me. Alright. Oh yeah, I used this one for a while. This one's good. Now comes the mascara.
How bad is it?
Well, I'm not completely shaken over here, so
Give me the news, doctor.
give me the news, doc. Oh great. Doctor, doctor, tell me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Sorry for the singing.
Remember that one doctor?
Oh my god. I think I did tell the Dr. Troll story on here. On off chance I didn't. Okay, look up, and then I'm going to want you to blink. Blink, 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 blink. Okay, blink when I tell you. Sorry. How bad? Well, your lashes ain't that bad. This one is going to be interesting. The look of trust and scaredom. Okay. Blink. Blink. Blink.
Really? See what I put up with?
It's payback. It is payback for those cheese farts.
Is this what karma feels like?
Yes. Karma is your older best friend's sister making you over with things that jab your eye. Sometimes I'll go in with the lower lashes. Sometimes I'll leave them alone. It just depends. You do a better job than I did when I saw people coming at me with freaking liners and freaking mascaras.
Yeah, that's because I have a weird thing called trust.
I had trust once upon a time. Alright, now for
And then you came out of the womb?
Alright, so there's makeup everywhere. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, look at this, guys. Makeup everywhere. See? Makeup, makeup, more makeup, more makeup. Beauty gurus dream. Alright, so brows. I think I have a brown in here that would look good for your eyebrows. So, I'm also cheap ass. I do dual uses for things, if I can get away with it. So, sometimes I will use eyeshadows for my brows. Sometimes I'll use eyeliner for my brows and for my lips and for my eyes. It's just it's just cheaper and easier sometimes that way.
Oh, have you ever been caught in a rainstorm after doing a good makeup job?
Setting spray, and yes, it was a nightmare before setting spray. Like, I am grateful I discovered that.
Uh-oh.
What died? One of my palettes, okay. Just remind me it's there.
Sure, I'll remind you.
Meanwhile, back in California, hey Mel, remember that palette that fell? Mine. Oh, of course, I don't have a spoolie with me. I'm not comfortable with. I guess I'm gonna have to be comfortable with it. Great, that's in my head now.
What?
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
What a coincidence. I'm actually watching Female Killers and it's featuring a doctor.
Alright, so we're gonna go with the brows. Brush them up a little bit. And we're just going to define them a tiny bit. Okay, and we're gonna go in with this brown because you're blonde, so this will turn out pretty good. We're almost done, guys, so if you made it this far, you're awesome. Sadly, my body's starting to fail in this position, so thankfully we're almost done. Like, this is the longest I've not pain wiggled for a while, and you guys are always so used to seeing me pain wiggle all the time.
Give her a round of applause.
This is on a tiny bit of the dark side, but I forgot to get you brow products. Brush this out a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to shake, guys, so it's getting time to
Rough this out.
right. And then her and I are gonna get some photos and post it on our Facebooks. And we're gonna put this stuff in here. Alright, final result. Except for the brows being just a tad bit on the dark side. I don't think it's bad. I mean...
Oops.
Avalanche! What do you think?
I like it.
Okay, so that was my get ready and interview another Spoonie video, guys. I hope you stayed and enjoyed it. Me and Melody have a huge makeup mess to clean up on her bed.
Still have bubble wrap.
But first, honey,
The spray.
I have to make you moist.
Sun help. Immediately.
Alright, lightly close your eyes. And hold your breath. We're doing a little extra today because why not? We want this to last for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this setting spray from CoverGirl Outlast Active is okay. I mean, it works great with the hard candy foundation I was talking about earlier, and it really helps like not be oily with that foundation. But for some reason, with the Fit Me Poreless, it doesn't last as long, and the oil does pop through. I did find, sadly, that's the one I left in the bathroom, and I was just not moving from the spot because everything would have been out of focus. From Zuri, and I found it on AOA for $5, and that one is like the best with this foundation.
It smells like cucumbers.
Yep. So, come here. Thank you for letting me do your makeup.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing the interview.
Of course.
And everyone, I hope you had fun enjoying watching this. I promise that I will get an updated version of me getting ready at some point.
Wow, I'm positively glowing.
Right?
Never mind.
That's the highlighter. Like, a little bit goes a long way.
No, I mean, I'm quite literally glowing.
Camera angle. Alright, Spoonies, I hope your flares are far and few and in between, and if you do get them, I hope they're pretty short and not as much of a pain in the ass. And thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe, share. I try to talk about all the issues that come up from being chronically ill, and when I do visit my friends like Melody, I do try to get some interviews in coming from their point of view with their illnesses. So, yeah. Bye, Spoonies.
Have a good day.